used to do all of these healthy morning habits, and they were actually the reason I wasn't seeing progress. These are mistakes I don't hear anyone talk about, but they can quietly keep your body stuck in stress mode, spike your cortisol, and make it almost impossible to balance blood sugar or lose fat. Now, some of these might surprise you because they seem like good habits. But once you understand how your nervous system and your hormones work together, you'll see exactly why these small changes can completely shift your energy, your metabolism, and your results. I'm Kait, a nutritionist who helps people to balance their blood sugar and reverse insulin resistance naturally. And what I've learned both personally and from working with clients is that your morning routine sets the tone for your whole day. Not just your mindset, but your blood sugar, your hormones, and your energy too. So let's talk about morning mistakes that are keeping you stuck and what to do instead. A cortisol spike in the morning is completely normal. That's what helps you to feel alert and ready for the day. But when you flip on bright overhead lights right after waking, you cause your cortisol to spike even higher than it should. That can make you feel wired early, but crash harder later in the day. It also confuses your circadian rhythm. Now, if you normally wake up at the same time and you keep it consistent, then this light exposure isn't necessarily a bad thing. You're training your body to wake up at that time naturally. The problem is when it's dark out and you blast your eyes with harsh white or blue light. Your brain thinks it's noon, not sunrise. Instead, you want to ease into light and get it from natural sources. This one surprises almost everyone. Vitamin A, D, E, and K are fat soluble, which means they need dietary fat to be absorbed. Especially in winter, when we're not getting much vitamin D from sunlight, a lot of people think taking their supplements first thing in the morning is helping. But if you do this on an empty stomach, most of it passes right through your system. To actually absorb them, you need to take these vitamins with breakfast or a meal that's high in fat. Things like eggs, avocado, or even a teaspoon of olive oil. Otherwise, you're literally wasting your time and your money. This one might hurt a little, but if you can make this change, the impact is huge. According to research, waiting about 60 to 90 minutes after waking before drinking caffeine helps keep your natural energy levels more stable. Here's why. As I mentioned before, when you wake up, your cortisol naturally rises. This is to help you feel alert. If you add caffeine on top of that cortisol spike, you can overstimulate your nervous system. Then, a few hours later, as both caffeine and cortisol drop, you crash. Which is why so many people reach for a second or even a third mid-morning coffee. Delaying caffeine helps your body complete its natural cortisol rhythm first. You'll notice steadier energy, better focus, and less afternoon fatigue. So hydrate first, enjoy some sunlight, and then reach for your first cup of coffee. Your body cannot digest properly when it's stressed. When you eat when rushing, working, or scrolling, your body is in a sympathetic state, the fight or flight mode, where digestion slows and insulin stays elevated. That combination means more bloating, cravings, and unstable blood sugar. So try this instead. Before you eat, take 3 slow breaths. Put your phone down, sit down, and eat without distractions. Trust me, I know this one is hard. I struggle with it all the time. But honestly, it makes a huge difference for your digestion. Doing this helps shift your body into the rest and digest state, where your nervous system calms and your body can actually absorb nutrients. It's such a simple change that can have dramatic results. Before we get into the next one, I want to know, which of these morning habits do you already do without thinking? Drop it in the comments down below. I try to read as many as I can, especially right after I upload the video, and it's always interesting to see which ones are the most common. All right, now let's talk about one part that almost everyone gets wrong, hydration. When you wake up, your body is mildly dehydrated and also low in electrolytes. Now, a lot of people will go straight for a plain glass of water, if they drink anything at all, and then wonder why they still feel tired or foggy after drinking it. That's because water alone actually dilutes electrolytes and doesn't actually rehydrate your cells. Hydration isn't just about water, it's about balance. Your body needs electrolytes in order to pull that water into your cells. And that's why I start every single day with sodium. It replaces the electrolytes your body loses overnight. It helps you to feel more focused and energized through the morning, especially if you're fasting or working out early. This is because your body needs the correct ratio of fluid to electrolytes. So like I said, if you're just drinking plain water, you're actually diluting that ratio. Add this to your first glass of water, and you're gonna see a major difference. Now, one of the easiest things you can do for your energy and your metabolism is to get direct sunlight in the morning, not through glass and not through sunglasses. That light helps regulate your circadian rhythm, lowers melatonin, and balances your cortisol curve for the rest of the day. When you wear sunglasses too early, that blocks that message to your brain. Now, you don't have to stare in the sun, please don't do that. But skip sunglasses for the first 15 minutes that you're outside in the day, and you're gonna sleep better later that night. Try it and see for yourself. Waking up at a different time every day confuses your body's internal clock. Your cortisol, melatonin, and hunger hormones all follow a rhythm. And when that rhythm shifts constantly, it's like your body never knows what time it is. Now, you don't have to wake up at the exact same time every day, but try to keep it within an hour, even on weekends. This will help regulate your energy, your hunger, and even your mood. And finally, the last mistake is ignoring what your body is trying to tell you. If your current morning routine leaves you stressed, rushed, or exhausted, it's okay to change it. You don't need a perfect, curated routine copied from someone online. What you need is something simple and consistent that makes you feel calm, nourished, and focused, not anxious or burnt out. Your nervous system thrives on rhythm, not perfection. If this video helped you to rethink your morning routine, if you got something from today's video, then make sure to check out my video from last week. That was on 3 hidden hormones that are wrecking your blood sugar. And these are hormones that not a lot of people are talking about. Because once your mornings are calm and consistent, balancing these hormones becomes a lot easier. And if you try any of these changes this week, let me know in the comments which one made the biggest difference.